of 3 cheetahs. This is the first time a group of 5 has been discovered in this area. So what kind of life have these cheetahs made for themselves? We decide to follow them together with Cheetah to find out. A tracking collar has been fitted to one of the cheetahs. It's the individual that Cheetah believes is the alpha male. It has a distinctive scar above its nose. Cheetah began pursuing the 5 cheetahs in 2016. Since then, she's been carefully observing them and can recognize each one by the differences in their body patterns. The alpha male takes the lead. The others obediently follow him. They suddenly come to a stop. They've spotted a common warthog with her offspring. The cheetahs launch into action. One of them chases off the formidable adult. At the same time, another cheetah chases and catches a piglet. When the mother returns, this time 2 of the cheetahs are after it. When it's 2 against 1, the cheetahs stand a chance. The lead cheetah deftly dodges a counterattack. The target is still right up to the end, the piglet. And it's been caught. Now it's time to share the spoils. This was a division of labor that allowed them to successfully hunt down the otherwise dauntingly powerful common warthogs. Intriguingly, these 5 young males are not siblings. So how do they manage to maintain their cohesion as a group? Perhaps a clue to their unity lies in the environment. The Talek River, for example, cuts through the grassland. As the 5 cheetahs go down to the riverbed, at their head is the alpha male. They want to cross this muddy flow of water, but if they're caught in the current, it could be life-threatening. Decisively, one of the group jumps in. As befits his status, the first one to cross is the leader. He dives in before any of the others to see if it's safe and perhaps to prove a point. One after another, his companions follow him into the water. All of them make it safely across. It's becoming clear that they all depend on the alpha male. They stop by the side of a tree. Raising his tail high, the leader points his rear to the trunk. By urinating on it, he's marking the spot and thereby claiming this area as part of his pack's territory. The remaining 4 cheetahs surround the tree to mark it together. It's further proof that these 5 cheetahs are going to share one territory. With their leader at the head, the group goes off to patrol their land. Not long afterwards, the leader spots something. It's a herd of elands in front of a cluster of trees. The largest elands can weigh up to 900 kilograms. The cheetahs are eyeing a prey that quite simply dwarfs them. The challenge, the opportunity is there. How will they respond? The 5 cheetahs are headed for some bush. From time to time, they peek out from the undergrowth to see what the elands are doing. They're still about 200 meters away from their quarry. The cheetahs quietly approach the elands, concealing themselves as best they can. As they get nearer, the cheetahs emerge into the open. Since the land is lower here, the elands can't see them. The cheetahs are now about 50 meters away from the elands. It's a short enough distance that should allow them to pounce at will. And the attack begins. It's not head-on though. Instead, the lead cheetah runs alongside his quarry. Taking their cues from this tactic, the other cheetahs do the same. One of the cheetahs ups the ante. The others run parallel to the elands to pin them in against the trees. It's a successful operation, and they are rewarded with their meal. Cooperating as a group, the 5 young male cheetahs are able to make up for their individually poor hunting skills. The eland makes a welcome feast for the famished. Yet, out of the blue, the alpha male hits the male next to him. And not just once, but several times. In fact, says Cheetah, the alpha male has employed such disciplinary actions since not long after the group was formed. It seems the others need to never forget the pecking order. Cheetah also believes that besides the advantage they gain for hunting, there's another reason the 5 cheetahs live together in a group. A lion appears. It's the greatest enemy the cheetahs face. A lion has a very strong sense of territory. Even just being close to its terrain is reason enough to become the target of a lion's wrath. Sure enough, the lion approaches the group. Scratching the ground with its hind legs, the lion urinates. The lion is marking his territory. It's a warning to the cheetahs, don't come any closer. Suddenly, though, groan-like sounds can be heard. And they're coming from the cheetahs. The growls are an attempt to intimidate the lion. This area is an important hunting ground for the 5 cheetahs too. They have no intention of quietly ceding it to the intruder. The lion, for his part, can't hide his irritation. He slowly but fearlessly approaches them. Far from fleeing, the young male cheetahs appear willing to defy the larger cat. Finally, having had enough of this, the lion springs into action. He's after the leader, but then he suddenly stops. He appears to be concerned about the male cheetahs behind him. The lion turns back towards them. He starts running again. But yet again, the lion stops. The young cheetahs, it seems, have decided to surround their foe. Faced with 5 opponents, the lion can't decide on which one to attack. When the lion starts running, the cheetahs follow suit. Finally, the lion gives up. He knows when continuing is pointless. The 5 cheetahs have deftly repelled a fearsome enemy. Cheetah says that the number of animals hostile to cheetahs is increasing. The young male cheetahs are living in the northern part of the Serengeti Plain. As a result of efforts to protect lions and hyenas in this region, their numbers have significantly recovered in recent years. Cheetah says that this change in their environment may be one reason the 5 cheetahs have chosen to live in a group.
Number of lions is growing and hyenas. So to survive, cheetahs benefit from joint coalition work because first of all they can protect better themselves. They can go for bigger prey together and share it.
For these young male cheetahs, who certainly aren't expert hunters yet, protecting their access to their prey is vital for their survival. Never seen before, the grouping of these 5 cheetahs is their way to survive in an increasingly hostile environment. It's the end of the dry season, which has lasted for half the year. It's the period before the onset of the rainy season when herbivorous animals begin to get especially active. This is an infant gazelle that was born only the previous evening. It's already fully mobile. Nearby is an infant topi. New life on these grasslands is emerging everywhere. The 5 young male cheetahs are once again on the move. They're searching for their next meal. They find a herd of zebras. Spreading out, the cheetahs are trying to identify their target. The hunt is on. Their mark is one of the youngsters. The lead cheetah speeds up, but stops midway. In front and back, the young zebra is guarded by some of the larger adults. It's not a wise move for any cheetah to try to take on the strongest members of the herd. And so this hunt ends in failure. It's downtime for the cheetahs. After a hunt, the cheetah's body temperature and heart rate go up, so they have to rest a while. It takes them an hour to recover. Just because their last hunt was a fiasco doesn't mean they can immediately start looking for their next prey. As we monitored them, we could also see the demerits of living as a pack. Yet singly or together, they still need to feed. Their paramount need now is to reduce their hunting failure rate. It's that or starve. The 5 cheetahs now survey a herd of gazelles. The gazelles, however, are on alert and turn to watch the cheetahs. The chances of a successful hunt are not outstanding. As the gazelle